Mafi bona chage Biafra Rokobore Mako Kariamano Uramo Mafi bona chage Biafra Rokobore Kariamano Uramo Mafi bona chage Biafra Rokobore Mako Kariamano Urugo Mafi bona chage Biafra Rokobore Kariamano Imanadika Dinta Jaravia Gane Bugabaya Wimanadika Dinta Jaravia Gane Bugabaya Ogano Chure Aso Coach Patena Bagati Tindino Ogago chere aso coach, but no baget it in no abo. Brother Masikwala Makine Sirike Kiweli Sigiro Basabo Esyo Ima Esene madam maki werendo gebi ego Imana bunkage maki we esendelu enye dia onine kero sabo Ndu hewe mbarago awike chuhosa Ndu hewe mbarago awike chuhosa Sabo Atutu alala nike atutu uru nike ni abwego kene ha Atutu alala nike atutu uru nike ni abwego kene ha Otu akoga de mbebya fraga bia otutu ndega nora Otu akoga de wo mbebya fraga biaru otutu ndega nora Ogotoma Mafi bona choge Biafra Rokobore Kariamano Mafi bona choge Biafra Rokobore Kariamano Ulugo Mafi bona choge Biafra Rokobore Mako Kariamano Ulugo Wanem Bianara Biafra do Bianara ya Iawedere Gim brother Senator Bianara Biafra Governor Bianara Biafra Absubsinate Bianara Abataya Iawedere Gim brother
Thank you for joining me tonight. Welcome everyone. Thank you. Lola Egoibo. Money man, I welcome you. Carol Miguel, thank you for joining me tonight. Biafra and beyond, thank you for joining me. Ifem South, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Harum. David. Thank you. Christ Knight, Lee, Christ Knight, bless William Elu, thank you. Christ, I greet you. Is there any go to you're welcome. Chukwu Kadibia.
Anyala wala, anyala wala, Chukwu kwera ina nkwa.
Tonight is a very interesting one. And
Anyala wala, anyaga wala, Chukwu kwera
everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Alabiafra, Obadoma, Beabia, Sicily, Obadoma.
Thank you. All right, let's quickly hit it. Let's hit it tonight. Let's go straight to the point. Yes, just like you can see the title of my program tonight, I wrote that only the righteous ones, united against our common enemy, will survive. There is a great onslaught going on. I'm telling you, it is a battle between good and evil. Believe you me, some of you may not understand what is going on. You may be seeing it, like, one of those things. Of course, we are winning. Of course, it is evident that our Prime Minister is doing extremely well and Biafra is overcoming. But you need to understand that the reason why we are overcoming is because the bunch of people bringing this result and making it happen are righteous people. People with a just mind, a holy soul, a focused spirit, a purposeful heart, united in love for the restoration of the kingdom of heaven upon the earth. Nigeria is a typology of the kingdom of darkness. Nigeria is a typology of a very wicked entity. If you can remember, or if there's any way you want to compare or look for a city that you will use to compare Sodom, that is Nigeria. If there's anywhere you can imagine, anything you can imagine to compare Gomorrah, the wickedness of those cities, it was so terrible that it came before God, and God got so angry and resolved, and nothing was going to change his mind, that it was going to bring that particular country, those countries or those cities, it was going to bring them to an end. Another example of Nigeria is the world, how the world looked like in the days of Noah. Nigeria is like the days of Noah, when God saw the wickedness of men and said, no, it regretted him of making man, and he said he was going to destroy the whole world, and he found righteousness in the hearts of only 8 people. One man, because of his righteousness, God picked interest in his family and said, okay, because you have instructed your family in the way of righteousness, I'm going to save you and your family. Get into this boat. Let me bring an end to this particular thing I created. And Noah pleaded and said, let me go and tell them about it. Because God is a merciful God. Chukwu Kadama is a merciful God. He gave him that benefit, or go and convince them. But he knew that they were already living a Vanity Fair life, and they were not going to heed to the gospel or the preaching of Noah. Noah preached. Noah went around telling them the rain is coming. They mocked him. They mocked him, his neighbors, his kindred, his people, the people that were born with him, his own family, extended family members. They mocked him. They saw him as a drunk, a useless man. They didn't pay attention. But it didn't stop Noah from preaching. He preached and preached until he finished the ark, and his family went in, and the animals that were to be saved were brought in, and God released rain upon the earth and consumed and destroyed everything he created because he was angry. Just also like in the days of the Tower of Babel, many things have happened in the past that you can compare to Nigeria. Why I'm bringing this to your mind is that Nigeria is an entity that God have resolved, that there is no two ways about it. There's no redemption. God have come to the end of the road for that entity, and it is over. Closed chapter. And now there are so many in the midst of us that have resolved that there is no amount of conviction you will bring to them that will make them believe that this Nigeria is going down. They don't want to believe you. In fact, they are joining forces with Nigeria to fight you. Yes. They are joining forces with Nigeria to fight you. They speak your language. You know where they come from. You see them. They wear clothes. They move around. They bath. They eat. They sleep. They shit. And all these things they do, they are human beings. And you ask yourself, where is their heart? Can they see what is happening? Can they see the gang up against the people of God? Can they see the determination to exterminate the people of God, the Biafra people? The only light in that particular environment or in that contraption, Biafra is the only light. We are the only children of heaven. We are the reason why, if there's anything still standing there, we are the reason why it is still standing. And at the end of this particular calendar of God, and it takes us out of Nigeria, it will be like raining fire and brimstone on that particular entity. Believe you me. Yes. Yes. I'm telling you, honestly speaking, Nigeria is over with. Now, if we must survive, we must be united against these common enemies that we have. I see some people, instead of them joining forces with those that are already, with determined, seriousness, waging war against Nigeria to end it, they leave Nigeria and they are fighting us. Honestly speaking. And that is an evidence that they are never going to survive Nigeria. They will all perish. Anybody you see today that will say negative things about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, say negative things about our Prime Minister, about Biafra Republic government, the only true government that God is seeing. If there's any government that God is seeing in that particular place you call the zoo, it is the Biafra Republic government. If there's any leader of righteousness and truth that Chukwu Okike Abiama is seeing, he is our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is under this government. Believe you me, the grace of this government is the grace that is keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive. Biafra Republic government in exile and the de facto government, the mighty hand of God and the grace of God upon this government is what have kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive, and that is the only thing that will save him. So anybody working against this government, it's indirectly telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you will never survive. It is over with you. Did you guys know that since the last day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court, his lawyers have not been able to see him? Hello? They have denied them access to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So right now, nobody knows how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is faring. Aloy Ejimako have not set his eyes on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since the last day he came out in court. Why? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stood and defended his life and his truth. And the judge on that particular day, who knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was standing on his right, and as she was recused from that particular case, she washed her hand and she left. Hello? Thank you. She washed her hand and left. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not on the right side, Binta Nyaku would have told him, no, Mr. Man, you are going contrary to the law. She knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on the right side of the law. And he took the right decision that anybody can take in the law. She knew by herself that she had denied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every of his rights. And she's not qualified to continue with that particular case. Remember, she was the one that suggested that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should go and settle out of court. She knew all the things. And as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recused her, she accepted, and gently, as a noble woman that she is, because she knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had been respecting her all this while, she left the case and said it is over for her. She left. But the zoo, listen to me, Nigeria government have said no to that. And they are insisting that a judge who understands the law, as she was recused from a case and left, they are insisting that she must come back and handle that case. And only God knows what they are dragging now that have made them to refuse Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, seeing his lawyers. Binta Nyako have accepted. Okay, I hands off. If that is what you want, you are right. You are on the right track. It's okay. It's over. Somebody else can try, at least to save her own face. She left. But the zoo, they want to bring her back. And Tinubu, who has appointed a criminal judge that made Hope Uzodinjo number 4 to become number 1. I am laying this foundation so that you understand by the time I begin to mention names and I show you the reason why you must know who your enemies are and actually give them that label that they deserve as your enemies. So anybody that does not join us as a united front against these our enemies, not only will they not survive, we must already alienate ourselves from them, cut off from them completely. Consider them zoo animals already. I'm telling you the truth, because we are in a very critical season right now. Very critical. So this particular woman who is now, her name is Kekere Eku, a lady. She is now the chief justice of the federation. Tinubu have forced her to say, no, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu must remain there. Hello? Yes. All the Igbo criminal politicians, all of them, including those House of Reps, those senators, all of them that came out and told you, we are negotiating for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu release. We are talking about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu release. We will beg Tinubu for the release of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. All of them, they are seeing what is happening right now. Have you heard them say anything? Instead of them saying something, do you know what they are doing? They are looking for a way to please Fulani, please Tinubu. By number 1, they try to bring IGP camp into Imo State. Therefore, people rejected it at the voice of our Prime Minister, and it was raised down. Now, another infidel. Let me bring his picture and bring what he's trying to do. Another son of Lucifer. Another son of Lucifer. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Hey, the picture is not bright. Let me see if there a way I can make it. How can I enlarge this thing? How can I enlarge this thing? How can I enlarge this thing? Okay, looks like, okay, I can enlarge it like this. Perfect. Perfect. I can enlarge it like this. All right. Now, I want to see this. This man who is bragging to be the 3rd person, I mean the 5th most powerful person in the zoo. He is from Abia State, representing Abia State, and is the Speaker of the House of Rep. Look at what he is working at doing. These are some of the people that you've heard them. You know, when it was necessary for them to hide as if they want to, you know, they know that what we're doing is the right thing, but they will never support us, but they will support the zoo. But when it will benefit them, remember when this goat was crying, sit at home, don't go out, because we decided that we're not going to come out in election. And because they knew that Biafrans will not vote, and they knew that even if the vote happened, you know, it will not favor anybody. So it better we don't come out. So they said, sitting at home, sit at home, no vote. Don't protest, don't do this. They said, sit at home. You remember that day? This one. Now look at what he wrote. He said, breaking news, Rep seeks the establishment of Bola Ahmed Tinubu University. What we were able to destroy, what we destroyed in Mbano in Imo State, this one in another guise is trying to bring it in Abia State. He said, another university may be added to the pool of existing ones following the passage for the first reading last week by the House of Representatives of a bill to establish the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Federal University of Nigerian Languages. You see, they will try to plan it and they will come with a disguise of name. Nigerian Language, University of Nigerian Languages. Now, he said the bill sponsored by the Deputy Speaker, he's the one sponsoring the bill, Benjamin Carlo, and 8 others, is aimed at establishing a university for the promotion of the learning of Nigerian languages. Now, why am I interested in talking about this and this idiot that is coming up with this? Remember, this one was talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Also, now with all these things that are happening, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have denied his lawyers from seeing him. This one, all of them have zipped themselves. Rather, they're looking for things they will do to please Fulani more. Fulani is doing more havoc, committing more havoc, and they are looking for a way to please Fulani for their own selfish interest, their own pocket. That is why, like our Prime Minister said recently, that Edward Kalonu is entering another level. You saw what happened to Soludo today, how Biafrans have proved to him that, look, no matter the pressure you come with, no matter the system you come with, we have already resolved that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out. If he doesn't come out, we have decided to obey the Biafra Republic government under the Prime Minister. Because as the Prime Minister insists that the sit-at-home must continue, Biafrans are listening and obeying, and the sit-at-home on Mondays continue. And every decision that comes from the government of Biafra, they obey because they know we have their interests at heart. But these ones, instead of joining forces with us to end this calamity, instead of seeing very clearly, understanding this true picture, that these people will never give up until they exterminate Biafrans and exterminate Igbo, they are supporting them. They're supporting Nigeria, supporting the government. They have not done anything to support Biafrans in any way. So, although the Biafrans were telling him, as they sat at home enjoying their nkwobi and their drinks, they were telling him, what have we gotten from you? The tax you keep increasing. You increase tax for us. And you have not done anything for us, and you are asking us to come and open our businesses. No, we have decided to obey the Biafra government. Now, as we enter the highest level of Edward Kalonu, all these people are declared going forward persona non grata. I'm telling you, because we need to intensify it very strong. If Biafrans, you are not getting angry with the level of, inhumane treatment they are giving, not only to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but to our people, Biafrans, everywhere outside Biafra land. And also they are trying to targeting us also in Biafra land. If you are not angry at it now, to rise up with one united voice to fight this evil and end it at once, then just know that you have decided never to survive. Because their plan is to make sure that we do not survive. We do not survive. That every one of us will be eliminated. They just want to eliminate us. They want to eliminate us. Because if evidently they are doing this to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even before the eyes of the whole world, in the eyes of their own law, in their court system, all the things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in the court that day, they cannot debunk it. All the offense they accused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of, they said he committed them in what? In London. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, let me see how they will win me in their court. Because what they accused me of, they said I committed in London. I will defeat them. Now, because they bugged all the, the room where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, every day they will be adjusting their law. their suit against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They change it. They remove that the place where he committed the offense. They remove it, everything, and the whole world you are watching it. And all these fools, these ones that are trying to build University of Languages, which is another systematic way of bringing Fulani into our land. Because you cannot tell me that you want to build University of Languages where you will learn language. Is it learning of language that is your problem in Biafra land or even in Nigeria? Right now, what you people are suffering in the zoo, is it learning of language that will put food on your table? Is it learning of language that will restore security to you? Is it learning of language that will stop banditry and kidnapping? Is it learning of language that will stop the corruption that have bedeviled you? Can't you see that there is something that they are not telling you? And that is why any structure, like our Prime Minister have said, any structure they will raise up going forward, we will bring it down. Whatever you like, call it. University of Watata, University of Wohoho, we will bring them down. No way. We will never allow it. Except maybe Biafra government doesn't exist again. As long as we have Biafra government, and we are in charge, just lay the foundation. Lay the foundation and start to build and see what we'll do to you. No structure for the zoo, no facility that will represent federal government will be allowed. Federal government of the zoo will be allowed to grow up or to be erected in Biafra land. We'll bring them all down because we know what you are planning. Remember that goats that I just showed this picture now have sworn that Tinubu will always win, that APC will always win in Southeast. That OT will never win. You know, we don't support their election. We are not interested. Biafra government is already in charge. It is after December 2nd you will understand. That is when all these politicians that are brandishing themselves as Nigerian politicians, governors, senators, you will see them. You will see how they will all be running away. All of them, they will all relocate to Abuja because they will now be operating from Abuja. Because there is nothing about them that will be represented in Biafra land. Nothing. And that is why if you see anyone that is not united with us in this particular cause and this purpose, just mark them out and treat them like your enemy. That is, treat them like a very evil enemy. You understand what I mean? Our finance minister, as Chukwu Kikabiama has been using him under this Biafra government, has been doing extremely well as he represents our prime minister in the Capitol Hill, in Washington, D.C., meeting with all the important people. And everything they are discussing in America today is Biafra. They have our charter in their offices. They've gone through it. They've watched our videos. They saw everything that happened in our last convention. And now they are eager and waiting and looking forward to this next convention where we will sign everything into paper and Biafra will be enacted again. They are watching and they are looking forward to it. But what you see some idiots doing, some very faceless people. I saw one post from one goat. I wanted to cover his name, but I said, some of you already have seen the post, but let me just share it so that you see how these people, are evil. The evil they are. Anybody that is looking for freedom, that will not face the zoo or face Fulani, but will be busy. Everything they are talking about and doing is just against Simon Ekpa, against Biafra government, against whoever that is working against the zoo, stopping the zoo. Somebody will stand on the video to destroy zoo, giving zoo what they deserve. Then another person who calls himself a Biafran that says he's for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come and be countering what that person is saying against the zoo. So what do you say about that? Now let me show you. Honestly. That's why I came out this evening to tell you that, look, if anyone that is not united with us in this, just know. And the truth is that some of them, they are faceless. Whether your face is seen or you are faceless, you will never survive it. Believe me, you will never survive. You will never. So as Biafra will be declared and everything will move on well for Biafra, your repentance will never save you. It will save you. You will be destroyed. You will be destroyed. Believe you me. There's no way you will be saved. You will be destroyed. Now, let me show you this. And I'll play the video, but I'll first of all show you this picture. Share the screen. Now, this was our finance minister near Capitol Hill when he was there. And I look at what this guy is faceless. Oh, you see, faceless. And see what a faceless ofeke, a faceless goat. See what he wrote. He said, watch his eyes closely and tell me what you see. This is the low-life finance minister of Omu Ofeke. He's calling our finance minister a low-life. That alone will tell you that this one is just a useless somebody. And you know why I'm bringing it? There's no need for me to bring it. You know why I'm bringing it? Some people that say they are fighting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who you already know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do not have anything to do with them. There's a video I'm supposed to bring. I will save it and bring it out. You know, they are sharing the things that this faceless devil is sharing. Our finance minister, he's calling a low life. If you know who this man is, obviously we have told them several times, and they are complete mushroom rats. These ones are just under, you know, those rats that cannot even see food to eat, that are about to starve and die. They are the people calling a well-established businessman, a company, owner of companies, a multi-millionaire in dollars, a multi-millionaire not in naira, not in any other, in dollars, in a Gemma, multi-millionaire. This man is multi-millionaire in dollars, American dollars. Not this one established in the United States. Yakona low life. Can't you see that this kind of person will never survive? And this is the finance minister of the Biafra Republic government that comes out with his face in the media. You are calling him low life. He's a plague with an inferiority complex. This is a man that have been able to enter the United States Senate, that have been able to have a conversation with the deputy, with the Speaker of the House of Rep, and all the senior senators in America, and you are calling him inferior, and you are a complete nobody, that nobody knows your face. Nobody knows your face. Yeah? And even all the people that are sending you, nobody knows their face as well. You see? And he said, in this script of monologue, imagine he's calling our finance minister idiot. Imagine this meeting with US Congress. He said, imagine. And you are imagining, or you have seen we have seen the pictures, we have seen the meetings, we have seen the videos, we have seen the achievements, we have seen that our matter is number one on their tables everywhere in the United States. Now, what was our finance minister saying here? That this satanic agent is telling you that our finance minister is nobody. Listen to what our finance minister was saying. I'll bring the video. Now listen.
So, Nigerian terrorists, your day is numbered. The zoo is falling. The zoo is gone. Here in Washington, D.C.,
that's a man that stands with his face to tell you that the zoo is falling, who stands before the world and tells Nigeria what will befall them. The same Nigeria that we are fighting to live. And there's somebody we listen to this. Somebody who has not done anything before, as far as video or analysis or anything about the zoo is concerned, will come, and because the criminals who has been sacked sent him, and he can write, and then he's condemning this particular message against Nigeria is what the idiot is criticizing.
I'm here doing the bidding of the Biafran people as a messenger of Biafra. as directed by our leader and our Prime Minister in the person of Mazi Simon Ebon. I'm here to do the bidding and fight for my people and fight for Biafran people to be free from the terrorist country called Nigeria.
Did you hear that? For Biafra to be free from the terrorist country called Nigeria. Is he asking that Biafra should be free from these fools that infiltrated into Biafra, that are saying, oh, hey, Biafra, that are saying, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu? No, it is Nigeria. Because by the time we finish dealing with Nigeria, if there's any remnant of these idiots that were used to slow us down, then we'll know what to do to them. Honestly speaking. But right now, our focus, because we know that they have a determination never to allow us to go free. They are displaying it upon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. Sunday Igboho, you can see Sunday Igboho what he's doing right now. Sunday Igboho is moving around everywhere in London. You know, speaking against politicians in the zoo, speaking against Nigeria, calling Fulani all the names he wants to call them. And he's there in London. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and is in the dungeon of the DOS or DSS. He's in that dungeon. And somebody is here speaking against that country that did that. And some people, instead of joining forces, okay, even if you don't like our finance minister, you don't like it, then come out and say something against Nigeria. You won't. So what does it prove? It proves that you are working with Nigeria. You're not a Biafran. You are not a Biafra. You are not fighting for Biafra. You are working with Nigeria. If the finance minister comes out with boldness and attacks Nigeria with such strong words, without fearing, without hiding his face, as he is now, he has no business anymore with Nigeria. He cannot go to Nigeria. There's somebody that has communities, that have people that depend on him. He's a big man, a very big man. That if going to Nigeria would have been of a financial benefit to him, because of business-wise, because he has the money to do any kind of business. He's an American citizen, and he can move anything everywhere. But he chooses to stand for Biafra, spending his money. Do you know what it costs him to be flying up and down? From Maryland to Florida, from Florida to Texas, from Texas, flying around the United States, doing the biddings of Biafra. Then you hide like a cockroach under the hole, and then he does a video to bombard Nigeria. All you do is to call him names. You know, there are some people that will never be redeemed. The other day, I did a video about Achebe Paul, and because he was condemning this DOS, I was happy with him. Do you know that the very next day, the goat came out and started insulting our PM? Probably because somebody told him that Rafael Chiamaka is praising you. He came out the next day. The idiot came out the next day and started insulting our prime minister. And then I resolved with him and said that this Achebe Paul will never be redeemed. There are some people, they know the truth, but they will never be saved. Believe you me, in that particular video where Achebe Paul was insulting our prime minister, saying, who is Simon Ekpa? He says Simon Ekpa is a 419. The same video where you are condemning Chike Dozie Martina Sanworu, you are telling us that Simon Ekpa is a 419. Where did Simon Ekpa 419 you? Where? Show me. Today, you don't have anything like ESN, but you are still paying monthly dues to China Sanworu and Chike Dozie. What are they doing with it? Nothing. Today, you see the Biafra Liberation Army. Even the Nigerian forces are attesting to it, what they are doing. But those are these men, when they come out, you see them. You see what they are moving. You see them. This other guy, the other day, what's his name? Darlington. Darlington will call Akme. Akme saw them and said, if we will have, if you see these men, you will bow. He saw them. Every fundraising goes into all that. And many more. Many, many more. And then somebody, one goat, because I came out to say that you condemn these people, you are doing well, you condemn the king guys, and then you open your gutter and still call our prime minister 419. Achebe Paul will never be redeemed. Believe you me, Achebe Paul is condemned to Condemned. Believe you, honestly speaking. Because there are some people that their pride is what will finally destroy them in hellfire. Their pride. Believe you me. I will download the video. Part of the video he did. That's the very next day after I said you did well by condemning these people, but you don't need to call Chinas and Moro a Mazi because it's not Mazi. You see him recently when he does anything, he doesn't say the leadership and all that because you know that they are criminals. So because you know that they are criminals and you know you have no evidence that man Simon have done anything wrong, you still open your dirty mouth and call him 419. That's the reason why you will never be saved. That's why I made this title. I said, you know, they will never survive. Believe you me. That's why some people, they will fight and talk Biafra. At the end of the day, just the same way the zoo will perish. People like Achebe Paul and every other person, like they will all perish together with the zoo. They will perish. They will perish. Believe you me. They will perish. Now, let me bring that video. I need to bring it because I caught part of that video where he... Oh, what a shame. Honestly speaking. I did let me save with that video. Okay. Let's save with me. I caught some of it. Okay, look at it. Look at it. I'm going to bring it. You see what a very interesting question he was asking and telling this same GOS, this same the leadership, the same in the leadership. You understand me? It's going to take time to upload, but I'm going to upload it and play. While I'm waiting for you to upload and play, let me continue to play. Let me play this message of our finance minister. Listen to what our finance minister was saying to the zoo here. And then somebody is hiding under the chair or in his kitchen and is condemning this. Oh, pathetic. They will not survive, honestly.
I'm here to do the bidding and fight for my people and fight for Biafran people to be free from the terrorist country called Nigeria, a nomadic animal kingdom called zoo, led by some stupid, idiotic element, dead man walking people. Tinubu, Shetima, or the head of terrorists. Your days are numbered. The zoo is gone. The zoo, Nigeria is gone. Wutu. It's loading. Biafra redeclaration will be in Finland, December 2nd. All you are invited, all you doubting Thomas. Come and feel the glory of Biafra.
I'm coming, guys. Minute. I'm coming. Okay. Because I need to. All right. Save. All right. I'm coming because all right, the way I try to save this video is not going to be, it's not going to play. I'll need to play that video for you. Okay, so it's coming now. It's coming. So let's play another one from our Prime Minister. Hold on.
Usman Danfodio buru agha nke ya wee bata wee gbugide ndị ugwu wee gbuchie ha wee were ana ha. Akụkọ ahụ dị ya na-akọrọ anyị. Akọgide aka ka Usman Danfodio si wee gbuchie ndị ugwu o wee bụzi ya datina onye sizi n'ugwu Awụsa wee pụta ma agụrụ n'ala Igbo isisi amụkwana ejekwana dị ọgụ na ọ na-amụkwa daga maka ọrụ ihe a kọrọ anyị ndị a were egwu onye Awụsa nwa agụ ụra ịgbachi ya nkịtị maka na ịma na ọ ga-ama gị daga mana ọmacha gị daga ahụ nweghị ihe ga-eme ndị agba ewere ụjọ wee jide anyị wee na-adagbuo onye ugwu mee gị ihe ịgbachi nkịtị ị na-eti ya mana onye nwanne gị bụ onye Igbo mee gị ihe o wee Biafra mee gị ihe isi ka egbuo ya nkịta nke echi maka na ịma na ọ naghị ama daga aga m agwa unu na daga anyị kịta abụrụzi against ndị Igbo daga anyị kịta bụ against ndị ahụ bịara ube anyị igbu anyị otu Usman Dan Fodio style anyị ga-ama ha ivu eva n'ụwa niile a daga niile ha malụ n'ugwu Awụsa anyị ga-amakarịa ha masef ebe a ka anyị nọ amachazi ya ozi onwe ya will now begin to idozi ana anyị dozi ana Igbo dozi ana Biafra ọ dịrị anyị mma maka na ihe anyị na-achọ ka ọ dozie ọbụla na mma ka ihe niile a na-eme na-aga aga onye nwere isi ọgụgụ ọgụọ onye nwere isi eji amụ
ihe anyị na-achọ ka o megiri ka ọ dịrị onye ọbụla na mma onye ọbụla na mma. Now we are not picking Biafran enemies. We are not picking Biafran enemies because we know who our enemies are. Then how can you, a Biafran, be picking a fellow Biafran as your enemy? I'm telling you. So how can you, in your right mind, it's just so you can offer one night. Obronya in a no kita. Onya in a no kita. I'm telling you. And it seems nigga survive. You will never survive. Oh, and we had a sacrilegious sin. Iniquity. And then believe you me. If one is committed like this for your freedom, when it is so committed like this, every resources that is coming into his hand, whether personally or that is coming through the government to everyone for Biafra, is put into use. I'm telling you, with the work he's doing, it is the level that if we have that same evil, that unbelievers mentality, we say our prime minister should be enjoying now. Then nobody is talking about enjoyment now. Because if Biafra is not free, we cannot be seen to be enjoying. Enjoy what? Enjoy what? You may pour on our names. There's no way it will be well with you.
Competition
everyone will be happy. Now, let me show you the video of the idiot that calls himself Achebe Paul. I call him an idiot. I didn't intend to start insulting him because I see some idiocy that can never be saved. You know, he was even insulting me in that video. He was saying, although it's not, for me, it's not an insult. For me, it's a level of ignorance. You know, somebody that I even try to show some respect and kindness and, you know, some, what will it cost you? So, even if people put pressure on you to insult your fellow brother or to attack your fellow brother, you tell them, okay, since you say you are Ezioku Bondo, why not focus on that Ezioku? Why can't you focus on that Ezioku? Somebody comes and tells you that look at what our prime minister is doing. Instead of it, even if you don't like Simon Ekpa, you don't like what he's doing, you can tell the person, I don't want to talk about him. I'm talking about my own. Why do you talk down on what he's doing? Which you know you cannot do what he's doing. Nobody knows you in Nigeria. If Achebe Paul rise up now that he's going to Nigeria, he will pass freely in the airport, go and come back. Nobody will fight him. Because as far as they know, he's identified within the DOS leadership. Any one of them that is identified with leadership, nobody will stop them. But I tell you, if I step my foot on Nigeria now, I will be behind bars. Believe you me. If our prime minister, our finance minister, find his way in Nigeria now, he will be behind bars. Have Methuselah not gone to Nigeria? He was doing video in Nigeria now. Ikenga even had policemen, Nigeria police guarding him. The one in Australia, I can't remember his name. If Ayole is watching, remember me his name. The one in Australia. He's even building a hotel in Nigeria. A farmer in Australia. They go to Nigeria, they come back. Nobody disturbs them because they are no longer fighting freedom. And the worst of all is that they start fighting against Biafra. Okay, see what the finance minister was saying. Everything was saying is against Nigeria. He never said, he didn't even open his mouth and say anything against DOS. It was against Nigeria. And the idiot, one idiot, hopeless fool. I am Arakodi. More Kodi Kankapia, Kodi Koke, Kodi Kuchicha. Nobody knows how he looks. Now listen to Achebe Paul. I'm going to bring this video now. Listen. Listen to Achebe Paul.
Media warrior and the hero worshipper. In my comment section, anyhow you want it, or drop. If I want, I will drop a reply that will hit you to your kidney. Now, all of this movement with an active leadership.
Now listen very carefully on what this goat is saying. Oh, listen very carefully. I don't know why I cannot. Why can't I rewind? Why can't I rewind this thing? Let me remove and then refresh it with 1 minute. What am I going to refresh away?
Media warrior and
stop. Okay. All right. Get one on to
the hero worshipper. In my comment section, media warrior and the hero worshipper. In my comment section, anyhow you want it, or drop. If I want, I will drop a reply that will hit you to your kidney. Now, all of this movement with their active leadership that will be able to control the media aspect. Why is the media so scattered? On floor that now this media of IPOB, they will only that on here. That everything is done for talk. Now you are.
He's saying that about their wingo, because as far as Biafra government is concerned, our media is not scattered. Our media is not scattered. And you know one funny thing? Oh my goodness me. Most of the people that are in the media, you see them out there. It is just a handful of us that are in the government media team. A handful of us are in the government that attend the meetings of the media team. A handful of maybe 5, not more than 5 of us or 6 of us. But you know that the media that represent Biafra government, we are more than 100 or more that are actually following up on the prime minister. Nobody tells them what to say. You know Kelenda, you know Biafra Unite, you know Truth Media, which is our own Mazi, the Truth Media. You know the Truth Media. I've forgotten our brother's name. Why did I forget his name? The Truth Media. What's the name of our Truth Media brother? The Truth Media. You know the Truth Media, the one that actually destroys the DOS completely, the Truth Media. So you know him. Many of them are not, they will not even some of them in the top, not a mass. The Truth Media are very popular. Emmanuel, Remy Juice, that name escaped me. Emmanuel Remy Juice. You know Remy Juice. Remy Juice is not in our meeting, no. He's not in our media team meeting where we meet with the government media team. But you see, their media presentation is consistent with our own. Nobody tells Remy Juice, hey, Remy Juice, this is what you will say, or this is not what you must not say. Nobody goes and tells, name them. That's another battle cry. Not battle cry. What's the name? Media Star, Sunny Star, Lucky Star, many of them. Their names are escaped. Please, if you know the names of our media, the Biafra Republic government media team, write their name. QTV. You know QTV. Please just write the names of the media you know. Bring their names out so that I'll be calling it out here. So that I will tell you most of them that they don't meet with us in our meeting. But their gospel is consistent with what every Biafra superstar. Name them. Biafra superstars. Almost all of them that you know, they don't meet with us in our meeting. Nobody tells them what to say. Biafra Unite, Begin to name them. Victory Channel. Begin to name them. The ones you name, just name them. I will be telling you. Nobody goes and tell them, this is what the Biafra government have decided. Biafra superstar. Anyone that have been mentioned, don't mention it again. Eh? Nobody goes to tell them, this is what you will preach. At all. But do you see them going against the government? Do you see any confusion in their midst? No. No. You know why? Because their mind is clean. They are the truth of Biafra. Progress news. The truth of Biafra is what rule them. They don't go against the prime minister. They don't go against the government. They are consistent with the truth. Nobody call them on phone and tell them, this is what you must do. This is what you must not do. Don't go here, don't go there. Nobody. But because they know that the government represents truth, they know the truth of Biafra, how it must go, they are preaching it without anybody telling them what to say. But this goat here, this goat that is talking, he said, if the government, if the leadership is leading well, they will gather the media team together. Nobody gathers media team together in Biafra government. Nobody will gather them together and say, we're having a meeting. Go to the Twitter space. Go on the Twitter space and see how the government is being represented on the Twitter space. MBTV, name them. There are many. Kelenda. You know Kelenda? Some of them will even come and that preaching, they will still tell you, we are not part of Biafra government. We are not in the IPOB, but this is the truth. How many of you know Okute TV? There's another one called Okute TV. There are many, very many. I'm telling you. Nobody is controlling them. Nobody is telling them what to say. But here what this... okay, which one is... Another one is called Kai Report. Calendar, yes. Yes, calendar. Nobody tells them what to say. But here what this goat is saying. You want a media that will be controlled, a media that they will be telling you what to say. They will tell you what to say. The only thing that the prime minister does is anybody the prime minister doesn't want us to attack, like recently he told us to allow the master prophet to attack him. You understand? Because he's no longer attacking us. The prime minister will give his instruction and everybody will obey that. That is where they get maybe one instruction. Don't attack this person. Leave him. Leave him. It's not because he's now a member of the Biafra government, but because at least he's not attacking us. So leave him. Once the prime minister says that, you will see the whole media, they will just obey. They will leave him. Biafra Express News. You know, their names are coming out. People are bringing out their names. All these people, you know them. But some of them, I don't even know them. Most of them, the prime minister doesn't know them. But they are consistent with the truth. Nobody is guiding them. Only the truth is guiding them. The truth is what? Guiding them. But because Achebe Paul is calling himself Ezioku Bondo, but he's not completely Ezioku Bondo. He's mixing Ezioku with lies. Achebe Paul will tell you that jealousy and hypocrisy is a problem. But Achebe Paul is full of jealousy, is full of hypocrisy. Full of jealousy, full of hypocrisy. If Achebe Paul is not full of jealousy and is not full of hypocrisy, tell me why he will be attacking Simon Ekpa. No, tell me why. Tell me just why. Is he not the same person that have told you Simon Ekpa is no longer our problem? He's not the one that is in Biafra. Have you not heard him say that? After saying it, because we now give him a college of that, he will come back and say Simon Ekpa is a 419. Is that not hypocrisy? Is that not foolishness? I did not disappear from Twitter space, my brother. I am always on Twitter. I am posting every day on Twitter. Every day. I am posting on Twitter. Are you not reading my post on Twitter? So how can you say I disappear from Twitter space? So if you say I disappear from Twitter space, you are not correct. You are not correct. I'm always on every day. If I disappear on Twitter space, I'm not going to have the number of followers I have on Twitter. I am also my tweets on every day. I tweet on Twitter every day. So that I don't come and join you on the space talk does not mean that I am not on Twitter space. I am on Twitter space. Okay? So let's listen to these goats. Betty Ford is part of the government media. Betty Ford is part of the government media. I'm telling you that most of the people you know, I know he meant the space talk. I know he was talking about the space talk. Yeah. So most of them you know, they are not with government media team. But you listen to them, you will know that this one is not against Biafra. This one is not against Biafra. Vision 555 is part of the government media team. Part of the government media team. Elvis is not with the government media team. Kelenda is not with the government media team. Superstar, I don't even know him. Truth Media, Remy Juice is not part of the government media team, but he is preaching the gospel of the Biafra Republic government. He is, subject to the government because the government is a government of truth. There are so many Biafrans. Yeah, I understand. Don't worry. Williams, don't worry. Maybe because of you now, I will start hosting Space Talk. You be ready to come and be a co-host. Oh. When I come to do Space, I will look for you and I'll give you co-host. Don't worry. I'll give you co-host in my Space Talk. So this is outrageous. Some of these evil, these people. Now let's listen to Achebe before I digress. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to Achebe. Let me start it from the top.
Media warrior and the hero worshipper. In my comment section, anyhow you want it, drop. If I want, I will drop a reply that will hit you to your kidney. Now, although that this movement will be an active leadership that will be able to control the media aspect, why is the media so scattered? And on floor that now this media of IPOB, they will only that money. That everything is done protocol. Now you are condemning a lawyer, but you will foolishly open and write that Mazen of the kind of court case is coming up. You are still typing that Mazen of the kind of order justice data in the court to drop. Who made it possible? Let me tell us one thing. We need to stop being childish. I know the way our lawyer Chimako come into the picture of becoming the lead counsel. You don't like it. You don't need to explain to me. I know everything that's transpired under. But I call all those things a game of smartness. Our lawyer Chimako, I'll smart all of you. Accept this as and have no peace. Now he take you people off. If Mazen Namdekan who is comfortable working with our lawyer Chimako, knowing fully that our lawyer Chimako is not reporting to Chike Doziem, Mazi Chike Doziem, is not reporting to the members of DOS, and they continue working, you should be bothered. What was the crime of DOS that made Mazen Namdekan to continue working with our lawyer Chimako, knowing fully that he is not reporting to the structure he created? You see, did you hear that? So this man admits that DOS have committed crime. That they have committed crime that made Mazen Namdekan to be working with Aloy Ejimako and make sure that Aloy Ejimako is not reporting back to them. And he's telling them, you people should ask yourself, why is it that Mazen Namdekan is working with Aloy Ejimako and Aloy Ejimako is not reporting back to DOS? Can't you ask yourself that question? So this man have come to the knowledge of this truth. And yet the idiots will still come out and be calling our prime minister names. Can't you see how foolish he is? The most foolish human being I've seen is Achebe Paul. Very foolish. Very, very foolish. Now, do you know that these lawyers, at a point, if not that we have resolved not to be following, depending on the court case, they report to our prime minister. Till tomorrow. They reach out to our prime minister. Till tomorrow. Our prime minister gets all the updates. Oh, he gets updates.
He knows what's happening with the court. But these criminals does not know. Did our prime minister not come out at the point and say that we are in charge of the legal team? Did he not come out and say it? Did they debunk it? If it was a lie, wouldn't they have debunked it? Do you understand? And yet, this guy who has come to the knowledge of these truths and advising on this truth, I only cut out this place because there's no need for me to be cutting out where this guy was insulting our prime minister. I'm telling you, in this particular message, this was on Saturday. This message was on Saturday. Yes. He was talking like because somebody came to say some nice things about our prime minister. If you come to his useless platform and say nice things about prime minister, he gets enraged. And yet, he will get to a point where he will tell them that Simon Ekpa is not your problem. You stop attacking Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not your problem. But he, at every given opportunity, he will be latching on the prime minister. The prime minister who doesn't even know whether you exist. And your talk cannot even come close to him. You are advising people not to be jealous, not to be hypocrites, but you are a champion hypocritical element. Unbelievable hypocrisy. Listen to him.
No, he take you people off. If Mazin Nnamdi who is comfortable working with Aloy Ejimako, knowing fully that Aloy Ejimako is not reporting to Chike Doziem, Mazi Chike Doziem, is not reporting to the members of DOS, and they continue working, you should be bothered. What was the crime of DOS that made Mazin Nnamdi to continue working with Aloy Ejimako, knowing fully that he is not reporting to the structure he created? Are you not bothered of that? That should be your worry. At that point, you start asking the leadership what went wrong. Here a question, a white person question. Because for Mazin Nnamdi to be working with somebody who he does not respect or report to the head of the Directorate of State, and the Mazin continue to work with the person, there is something Mazin Nnamdi have or see or that is happening that you don't know. That should.
Now, how about you that is asking them that question? Have you asked yourself? If you have asked that question, did you get an answer? Then if you have gotten an answer, what answer do you get? And how are you acting on that answer? Instead of you to come out here and like in Kitara and start insulting the prime minister. Have you asked that question? You know that a memo was also released where the prime minister told them never to attack our prime minister. Did you ask why? Did you go?
What went wrong? Here a question, a white person question. Because for Mazin Nnamdi to be working with somebody who he does not respect or report to the head of the Directorate of State, and the Mazin continue to work with the person, there is something Mazin Nnamdi have or see or that is happening that you don't know. That should be your portrait. Because that should be your portrait. So you think by coming on social media and they start attacking Aloy Ejimako, writing trash, that will make him or make Mazin Nnamdi to drop him. You are just there. You are just deceiving yourself. What did I say? You are deceiving yourself.
Can you see the level of foolishness? You are instructing people about Jugo question. That means it's intelligent enough. It's intelligent enough to know that something must be wrong. It's intelligent enough to know that these people must have committed a crime that will make Mazin Nnamdi to cut them off and make sure that they do not get feedbacks from his lawyer, which is to say Mazin Nnamdi have nothing to do with these idiots anymore. Nothing. And yet, you come and open your gutter and start insulting the prime minister. Hello? And on the live program, I'm on me when I did. And on the live program, ọ bụghị kịta ka ihe kwutere m okwu o ị ga-akpọ m mgbe ọzọ echi. Daalụ. Okay. Because me, I suddenly started developing some soft spot for this guy because I thought maybe he is now knowledgeable enough to come to the point of challenging the status quo. Calling them who they are. I never knew that he has no understanding. He's just trying to be relevant in a dynamic way. He just wants to be dynamic. In this redemption we are fighting, dynamism is not what you look for. What you look for is consistency and a steady, stand on the side of truth. Not to be dynamic or just to be different, to stand out. No, we are pursuing one enemy. We are fighting one enemy. Whatever anybody does to you, sometimes you just have to let go of it. Target those enemies. Target them. We must target the enemy. Now, their fight against Biafra, they are intensifying their fight against Biafra. What they are doing to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is enough evidence for you to know that, look, if we do not unite now and stop these people, one day, these people want to finish us. Can you believe it? That since the last day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came to court, his lawyers have not seen him. Who does that? Where does that happen? And on every day, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. The judge, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu challenge the judge. Challenge a judge. If you get about challenge the judge equata that you hear Mazen Nnamdi Kanu kwuru eziokwu. Also, okay, they are work aka na ya. Se patazi onye ọzọ. Then the government, they decide is there to punish Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. A case that is in the court. Now, government decides to punish the person. It shows you that the government is not just against the person, but against the people of the person. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for himself. He's fighting for his people. And the terrorist vice president went to United Nations, left all the problem that Nigeria has. He took Simon Ekpa as his agenda to the United Nations, separated the Finnish prime minister, the Finnish president, cornered him and thinking that he could colobi him. But doesn't know you cannot colobi a man that is the president of a sane society like Finland. You can't corner him. You can't colobi him. He's not from a terrorist country. He's from a civil country. With all the problem you have. This is a criminal that your residence that you will live in for just 4 years was recently renovated with 22 billion just to renovate a residence. Is not a permanent residence. A residence that you will live for 4 years was renovated, not built, renovated with 22 billion. And you're standing before a man whom probably, I don't know, somebody like Alex Stop. If you come and see, maybe the vehicle that one will be riding may just be a very simple Mercedes or a simple Volvo, a simple Toyota, or a simple finished product of a vehicle, if they have their vehicle that they produce. And they may be living in a very decent apartment, not a mansion, because they don't waste resources. And you are telling that man to help you to also kidnap Simon Ekpa with all the problem you have. And all of you are seeing all these things. Instead of you to think about how you will support that same man that they are looking for to bring down, you are also fighting that man to bring him down. The whole of Nigeria terrorist system are looking for Simon Ekpa to destroy him. And you are joining them to fight Simon Ekpa. You are joining them. And later you will still say Nigeria is your enemy. Somebody that is giving Nigeria a heavy blow, giving them heavy blow, and they are falling every day. You are joining to fight him. Maybe you did not know. Let me bring the post to you from Aloy Ejimako today. Aloy Ejimakor today, what Aloy Ejimakor wrote today is something that should, make you, think. Something that should make you think. The press release from Aloy Ejimakor today. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's bring it. You open your dirty mouth and call a man that is respected in the United States. The United States Senate and all these people, they have not met our prime minister one-on-one. They are hungry to meet him. People that are working with him, they are according them respect. They are according our finance minister respect. They are according our own lobbyists and alias respect. And they are appreciating what our prime minister is doing. The level of organization that he has. They doff their cap for him. And he useless Obanshi like you, open your mouth in the corner of your room and call him 419. Let's see. This is a press release from Aloy Ejimakor. Are you guys seeing it? Find time to call you for a long time now. All right, call me back immediately after this program. Immediately I drop this microphone, you call me. Don't waste time. Just like not more than 5 minutes after the microphone, you call me. You call me, I will respond, please. I'm sorry about that. All right. Press release. Today, the 14th day of October. This is Aloy Ejimakor. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The DSS has isolated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from all visitors. From all visitors. Did Uchechi post about it? Did Uchechi the Chinch? Did she tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have denied him from seeing visitors? Did she post it? I will go and look at her page now. Let me just read this one. I will look at her page and see if she posted anything like that. Today, 14th October 2024, in violation of subsisting orders of the court, the State Security Service DSS or SSS blocked the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from seeing him when we went to its headquarters in Abuja on a routine visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's pursuant to court-ordered visitation regimen. It will be recalled that the DSS has not allowed any visitor to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since his last court appearance on the 24th September 2024, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had demanded the recusal of Justice Binta Murtala Nyako from his case. It is now becoming increasingly clear that this latest unconstitutionality emanating from the DSS has a direct nexus to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's successful recusal of Justice Nyako, even as the recusal was subsequently vacated by the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Abuja. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court vacated that recusal. They rejected it. We wish to go on the record to recall that in the recent past, when the DSS had also violated terms of the court-ordered visitations, we levied applications before the Federal High Court to enforce its compliance, but the applications have to this day not been scheduled for hearing. Are you listening to that? This anomaly leaves the uncanny impression that the DSS is above the law or even above the Constitution and the courts. Is Nigeria a country? Nigeria have no court system, no police system, no army system. It's a banana republic. Banana republic. Is it not obvious to you? So why will Biafra not come? And when we say we're going to declare Biafra in December, some idiots will be saying Nigeria will give you permission. Nigeria is not a country anymore. The only thing you are waiting for is when you will come and you will hear that the president have run away. There's no president, there's no vice president, there's no senate, and then you will be living in a vacuum. That is when you understand why this particular instituted organization of Biafra Republic Government in Exile why it is very important for us. The DSS should know that one of the reasons for the court-ordered visitations is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's relatives and lawyers to occasionally interact with him and have proof of his life and well-being. Now, what are we talking about? Going to 1 month now, nobody has seen him. So we don't know his well-being, we don't know how he's doing. Thus, now that the DSS has totally blocked all access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, one might ask, what is the DSS hiding? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hale and healthy? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu okay? Aloy Ejimako. So Aloy Ejimako and nobody knows the health situation or the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and is going to close to 1 month. When was the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to court? Can somebody remind me which day was it? Because I'm not really very good at dates like that. When was the day, the last day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeared before the face in the court for everyone to see? Somebody should write me in the comment section. Was it the 24th of last month? I think it was 24th of last month, if I'm not mistaken. 24th of September. Am I right? Is it 24th of September or 25th? Which was the date when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu last appeared in court? If it is 24th of September, correct? Then my memory is active. 24th of September. That is to say, in 10 days' time, it will be 1 month. It will be 1 month that nobody has seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 1 solid month. It was just 8 days. 8 days that nobody heard from him before all this catastrophe began. 8 days when he disappeared from Kenya. This one now is over 20 days. Almost over 20 days now. Nobody knows anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody knows. And then the idiots that should focus and make posts about it, they are busy calling the names of Simon Ekpa. Chineke ga-abụrụ one very soon. Let me check the Chinchi. Let me see Chinchi. Let me see if she posted anything about this. Let me see. Okay. I'm very surprised that she has not blocked me. I'm surprised that she has not blocked me. Okay. The last post I'm seeing her here post. The last post I'm seeing her post here is 9th of October. 9th of October. I was at the House of Commons this evening at the APPG launch on arbitrary detention and hostages affairs of the British citizen where my husband is not your husband. The situation was discussed. Okay. Extra from the below publication by Steve Oko. She has not told anybody that nobody has seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the past 1 month. 1 month. She makes no post about it. She makes no post about it. No post. Nigeria transitioned from not obeying court orders to holding the judiciary to ransom. The judicial system should be independent. It's post about judiciary. No post about her husband, her so-called husband's well-being. It's funny that she started making posts very recently. But the important thing, she doesn't post. She's not pretending as if she's posting things about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She doesn't know the well-being of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. I was in her page now. Do you want me to show you what she's posting? Maybe I should display her page for you to see. That's her page. That's her page. Let it not be that I'm just saying. She has not posted the recent concerns that the lead counsel, recent concern of the lead counsel. Nick, is she posting? Talking about football here. Uchechi Kanu grow this. He's talking about she's showing pictures to her Mazinam Kanu many years ago. There's no recent picture. Look at her here. Look at God the Kamos here. On our court. Yeah. Was at the House of Commons. How can somebody appear like this in the House of Commons? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her appear Kamosu. Was at the House of Commons this evening. 9th of October. Today is 14th. The last post is 9th. This one is 8th. The first thing on the post is, look at her. And the last post she has made, this is 8th of October, because this was pinned the day before 9th. This one was the last post, 9th of October. That's it. And this is how she appeared. This is how she appeared before the House of Commons. Look at her. Look at how she appeared. Like a Ofuamu Swana to also. God. Onye adịghị onye chọrọ ndụ mmadụ. At least the godi ka mmadụ, that's the dress godi ka mmadụ. Nekwa God. Nekwa God. Thank God this thing didn't show. This would have been catastrophic for me. That picture is a very bad picture. Let me bring that page again so that you will see with me. There's no need for us to go through that. Anyway, let me put my link. If there's anybody that feels like joining me tonight, can spend another 30 minutes here. If there's anybody that have a concern. Delilah made a post on the 8th about signing petition, and she hasn't even gotten up to 1,000 likes. How will she get it? How will she get it? How will she get it? Now let me put my link. Anybody that will not join forces with the Biafra government to bring a complete end to the zoo, supporting the prime minister, just know that person doesn't want to survive. Because what we are right now, we are facing a battle. Facing us is people that want to annihilate us. Did you hear me? People that want to annihilate, not people that want to just fight us. They want to annihilate us. That's what they want. They are the people we are facing on a daily basis. Please, I've put up the link there. If there's anybody that wants to join me, why not? With all their plot and all their campaign against the prime minister, you see what's happening. The sit at home continues. People are listening only to the prime minister. Only to the prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, are people listening to. Only to the prime minister are they listening to. Nobody's paying attention to any criminal. Nobody. Even the zoo that we are facing to make sure we bring it down. The only person they are hearing his voice is the prime minister. The only person, the zoo, are hearing his voice. The only person that will speak and the zoo will take it serious is the prime minister. They sit in the Senate. What Achebe Paul is saying, does anybody talk about it in the Senate? Do they even know whether Achebe Paul exists? Yeah? The only way you will exist is that you join this moving train. You amplify the voice of the prime minister. That's the only place it will make sense. If not, anything you are doing is just a waste of time. Nobody is listening to you. You're wasting time. You are wasting time. So why will you be paying for data and wasting your time for nothing? Why? Why will you be wasting your time for nothing? We have about 236 of you watching across 3 channels. If there's anyone that wants to make contributions, why not? Come in here and share your thoughts with us. Come in and share your thoughts with us. Come in here and share your thoughts with us. We're going home. We're going home. And if we do not work hard like this and face this enemy that have determined to annihilate us, to make sure that any attempt they make to raise their ugly head will bite them seriously and inflict a very heavy damage on them. Mark Jude, you tried to come in and then you fell out. Hit them and inflict a very heavy damage on them, honestly speaking. If we don't do, I ain't talking at all. Leave me. I ain't talking at all. Look at, we're giving them water, and they are running. They are running all over in Biafra land. Biafra Republic government. You don't mean it. They say they have blocked Adandem Bonandegede's YouTube channel. Prime Minister is encouraging us to subscribe to her new channel. That's why it's very important for us to have backup channels. We have a government that is battle ready. We have a government that is battle ready against the zoo. And when I say the righteous ones, it is not those that carry Bible. No. The righteous ones are those that believe that Biafra is the only hope. And those that believe that everything that our Prime Minister is doing to end Nigeria is a holy and a justifiable cause. They are the righteous ones. They are the righteous ones. Though anyone that considers Nigeria to be a devilish country, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu calls Nigeria Obodozu, Obodo Ekwensu, but Nigeria, Obodozu, evil entity, evil, where evil reigns supreme, where they exalt evil, exalt unrighteousness, where wickedness holds sway, where the only people that are appreciated and are respected are people that are criminals, where Bobrisky can disobey the presidency and get away with it. But you, a normal human being, you are obeying law and order, they come after you. That's Nigeria. Tell me why that kind of a country should continue to exist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all these Ndibo politicians, all these leaders of thought, whatever you call them, look at what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they just want to go on and move on with their lives. They want to keep quiet. They want to keep quiet. And the only thing that Biafrans are using to remember Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and say, make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, respected and acknowledged as the leader. They want to stop it. Thank you for joining me, Carolina Mbeze, Buonaserata. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back from work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nnamdi is doing well. The only way you will know that these people are ready and they do not want to be annihilated is when together they rise up to speak with one voice. Tell me, show me anywhere you will see either in the Hausa or in the Fulani, joining to speak against Boko Haram or against the terrorists. Tell me. Show me. Now, there's a video I was watching. If nobody joins me, maybe I will play it so that you will listen. in the house and the Fulani, they are concerned about the efforts we are making, and they are united to fight us. The Fulani people, their leaders, their emirs, they are united to fight us. I was listening to Christian on YouTube. Let me see. Let me see if I will get. Let me see if I will get that is okay. That is video. So if there's no distraction, I'll play it. Maybe I'll have to refresh first. I'll first of all refresh, then I'll bring that video and play it. So that you see, these people are united. They're united to fight us. And we are fighting ourselves. That is why I tell you that anybody that is not united and with this common purpose of fighting the enemies of Biafra, you will never survive. Because united we stand, divided we fall. And thank God that Chukwukabiama have agreed that even if it is 2 or 3 that agrees, then they will defeat the enemy. So if you are united against this our agreement, you will never survive. Our Prime Minister made a very popular statement. He said, nobody will betray me and succeed. So you think you want to betray Prime Minister? You think you want to fight Prime Minister? All these people that are posting anything against the Prime Minister, you will never succeed. You know why? Because the Prime Minister is fighting a just cause. So that is why you will never succeed. Even if you are from within our ranks, you want to betray him, lie, you will not succeed. Lie, you will never succeed. Never. You will never succeed. So let me refresh and bring that video. We'll listen to some of it, and then we'll call it a night. If anybody wants to come in, you can still come in because the link is there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Lots of adverts. Okay, let me bring it on. Let's watch this together. Let me take my earpiece with my backup. Let me see. Hope there's no problem with the audio.
Are panicking. This is an important information. The Emir of Zazu has asked and urged Nigerians not to call the Fulani ethnicity terrorists. Don't call the Fulani terrorists. He said that.
Did you hear what he said? The Fulanis are panicking. I like the way he started it. Listen to him from the top. Listen, oh. Listen. Let's go.
Yes, the Fulanis are panicking. This is an important information. The Emir of Zazu has asked and urged Nigerians not to call the Fulani ethnicity terrorists. Don't call the Fulani terrorists. He said.
See, the Emir of Zazu, which I believe is the one on the top right there, he said, don't call the Fulanis terrorists, but you can call Biafran people terrorists. They are fighting for their own. They are fighting for their own. Their Emir say, don't call the Fulanis terrorists. They are panicking. Listen to them.
Yes, the Fulanis are panicking. This is an important information. The Emir of Zazu has asked and urged Nigerians not to call the Fulani ethnicity terrorists. Don't call the Fulani terrorists. He said that we are the best educated. We are Nigeria's most or best educated. We don't carry AK-47. That's what he said in a report, the Vanguard report. Let me read it out. The Emir of Zazu, Nuhu Bamali, has urged Nigerians to stop generalizing and blaming the entire Fulani ethnic group for acts of banditry, killings, and abductions. He says banditry is against the value system, the culture of the Fulani people. He said that don't generalize by using what few bad eggs. He calls the Fulani headers, the bandits and the terrorists, few bad eggs. And those did to.
Did you see that? You see how they are, making it look very, normal with what the Fulani headsmen are doing. They're calling them few bad eggs. He said Fulani headers they're the few bad eggs. Okay, go ahead.
Generalize and say the whole Fulani are evil. Yes, I heard you very clear, Mr. Zazu, Mr. Nuhu Bamali. You see, this collateral damage, this gaslighting will not work, especially with the Southeasterners. It may work. It can't work in the South neither. It may work in the Southwest, or as you have succeeded in the North. We know the Fulani as highly manipulative people. These guys are highly manipulative. How do we know this? How come they're able to conquer the Hausa? This has to be studied. How come they are able to permeate into the soul of Nigeria? People that are foreigners from a foreign land came in through the north, through Guinea, through the Futajalon. They came into the north. They subdued the Hausas. They installed their emirates, few in population compared to the Hausas. They took advantage of the goodness of the Hausa people, the docility of the Hausa people. The Hausa people are too nice. They took advantage of this because they are evil, killed their leaders, dominated their space, start ruling the northern region. The Fulani, they found themselves at the federal level. How manipulative they are. How manipulative. I've told you before that if Fulani comes to an area, it comes to this environment, one person comes with a brother, create a family, they become nice and everything. Of course, they create a settlement. They try to make you understand that they have a culture and this and that. Tell the local government they have a culture, blah, blah, blah. We can deal with our own issues. Look at what is happening in Germany. People are protesting that Sharia law must remain in Germany. You are coming from a hinterland. You are coming as a refugee from another country, as an immigrant from another country. You are coming to impose your Sharia law in a different country that give you opportunity. That's how the Fulani behaves. They use Islam as a religion. They preach Islam as a religion. From there, they start growing in numbers in that community. They start extending. And these people are ruthless. And they are diabolic human beings. I'm just trying to explain to you the kind of people these Fulani, they are, how they're able to, not less than 15 million people, conquering over 70 million Hausas. Do you know what it is? You have Atiku. Most leaders we have in Nigeria today are Fulani. How were they able? These are not the most educated. These are not the most, like, look at Buhari. Look at Abacha. Maybe Abacha is not part of it. Look at Absalam Abubakar. They rose to the echelon of the military and they start controlling. They become the cabal.
They now changed the constitution. They wrote a constitution. They handed you a constitution. They handed you a constitution which you never agreed, which you never joined together, which you never, terrible. The reason why they are angry with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu studied them very well, understood them very well, and knew that this is where they are going with this. And Britain are happy to work with them. Britain are very happy to work with them. Because they are the people that will be answering themselves, and because they are nomadic. And very foolish and stupid British people, they thought that these are the people you can control. No, at the end of the day, they will come after you because they still consider you an infidel. You're using them. The only people that will serve your own interests, you don't want to work with them. If there's anybody that will serve the interest of Britain in the future, or that will represent whatever they believe, it's the Biafrans. It's the Biafrans.
From Buhari's tenure, you now saw the ruthlessness of the Fulani people. They started going into villages, causing mayhem, taking their cattle up and down, destroying farmlands, putting fear in the hearts of people, kidnapping. They become bandits in the north. And one emir of Zazu, Nuhu, is coming to tell me that was not called Fulani. Fulani that ravaged Enugu state. Fulani that kidnapped an Anglican bishop. Fulani that has sent fear in the spines of farmers all over Nigeria. If not, some people came out together to form a vigilante group that will send them away in the southeast. We have been having issues of Fulani. The Fulani governor in the southeast somehow wants to bring in Fulani through the back door with IDP camps so that they can still infiltrate, because they have a long-term ambition by their Lord and personal savior, Usman Danfodo, to take over the south, especially the southeast. If not, they were stopped at Benue. That the Oga was killed, beheaded at Benue. They could not come into the southeast. One of the reasons why these Fulani guys are not taking over the whole Nigerian space is because we have the south, the southeast that are standing up against their ruthlessness. The Fulani, the north, the Fulani, they want access to the sea. And where do you get the sea? It's in the south. They want access to the sea. That's why you see they're having this alliance with the southwest. They're having the alliance with the southwest. They want access to the sea. It is difficult for them to penetrate through south. Because south, I know it is wrong. Then let's just call it for calling sake, for the sake of calling it. I know it is the wrong thing to call, but let us use the word. They want access to the sea. You see, the other time, Buhari was propagating water resources. They want access to the sea so that they can gain control. Anybody that has access to the sea can gain control. No wonder the Sultan of Sokoto has so many oil wells. Even some Niger Delta warlords do not have what somebody who is in faraway Sokoto, a land that is not productive, but yet taking so much from Niger Delta. Why the Niger Delta communities are being destroyed. This is the reality of these Fulani guys. Highly manipulative. If you have a Fulani in your region, make sure that you tighten your seatbelt. In the next 100 years. Your generation unborn must be educated about the Fulani. It is so difficult for them to penetrate Igbo land.
You see, these people are beginning to. This young man have really studied Mazin Nnamdi Kanu very well. Did you hear what Christian said? He said your generation unborn should be taught. They should study and understand the attitude and the lifestyle of these Fulani people. You should teach them. They should understand. That's exactly the lectures Mazin Nnamdi Kanu took time after time to teach. But he never knew that he was surrounded with stooges that are ready to collect the money that also comes from Biafra land. They will give to you. They sold Mazin Nnamdi Kanu to these Fulani people. Now, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is right in the hands of the Fulani. Right in their hands. Tinubu is the president of the zoo. But Tinubu is not the one in control of what is going on with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. The Fulani is. They make sure that Tinubu must not tamper with the leadership of the DSS. They make sure. And then anybody that Tinubu is bringing as the head of any law, they will tell, look, this is our decision we have made on Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And we have a government now that have made sure that they have not been able to carry out their final mission on Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. But they have paid these idiots that you see them calling the name of Simon Ekpa. They've paid them to make sure that the voice of Simon Ekpa is always being condemned. Simon Ekpa is busy fighting the people that are holding Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. These idiots are busy fighting Simon Ekpa for fighting. These people. Who are the people that Simon Ekpa is fighting? Our Prime Minister. They are the people that this young man is talking about. This Janjaweed. They are the ones. And our prime minister have made up his mind that there is no Jupiter that will make Fulani terrorist government to succeed over Biafrans. He has said that even if it will take him forever, for the rest of his life to fight them, he will do. He will fight them until he defeats them.
It is so difficult. We will resist whatever the Fulani is bringing with our blood, whether it is academic manipulation, political manipulation, cultural manipulation, religious manipulation. All manipulation will not work. It will be uneasy. It will not be easy for them to bring in religion, because Islam is not part of our culture. You see, it does not even rhyme. I'm not saying Islam is a bad religion, but it does not rhyme with our culture. So that's why it is not accepted in the Southeast, because we know these guys, we know from history, these guys use religion to conquer the North, and they also have entered in the South. More reasons why the Southwest are having an alliance with them to make sure that they share the loot from the other side. They give the Southwest refinery, they build one of the biggest embassies at the Lekki Free Trade Zone. Everybody is sharing it, while the South and the Southeast are left behind. So we continue to see the Fulani headers and those that are attacking in farms as terrorists. We are not going to say few bad eggs. No, we don't take that, because we have not seen the efforts of these Fulani guys to stop the carnage that is going on. Most of the Fulani leaders, those leaders from Fulani extraction, have supported the actions of these marauders, these bandits. We have the Sheikh Gumi. We have many of them. These guys are foot soldiers. We have a vice president currently that we found Boko Haram in his house. You know what it is? If a governor, you found Boko Haram in his house, you know what it means? Bandits are accusing a current minister under Tinubu's regime that they are the ones sponsoring them. So that one will not fly. Whether Fulani are the best educated or not, that
this is, we keep repeating it as if it's like we are becoming a broken record by telling them what these people have said. They have said that some people in the government are the ones that are bankrolling them. You have a minister of defense in Nigeria today, The terrorists or the bandits have said that they have support from him. You also have a governor that have attested to that, the governor of Zamfara, who have said that Matawale, the defense minister, has friends with the bandits. He bought them vehicles. Huh? And nobody's talking about these things. These people are in government. Matawale is in government. He's the defense minister, for crying out loud. Tinubu, when Tinubu stole this election and became president, the vice president said because Tinubu built Lagos, Tinubu will be in charge of economics. That he, the vice president, will be in charge of security. That's exactly what Shetima said. Shetima, who is the founder of Boko Haram, said he will be in charge of security. Hello, guys. Let me allow Christian to hold on. We have a Rastaman in the house. I want Rastaman to say something, please. This is it's as if we are becoming a broken. We keep saying these things. The people that are supposed to be crying to the high heavens. You have politicians, people like this Speaker of the House. These people, Biafrans, is it not enough time for you to know that if there's anybody close to them, you should catch them. You catch somebody like this Carlo, this guy that is the Speaker of the House of Rep. Catch him. His village people, if you see him, maybe enter your village. If you are his brother or his sister, you know that this person has sold his soul to the devil. You are about to lose who you are. He is going to sign your village to Fulani. So you will be doing heaven a just service by calling people around to capture him. Rastaman, please grab the mic. Rastaman, you are muted. You're muted. I think I'm the one that muted you. Hold on.
Yes, you are. Greetings, dear friends. The wicked no go linger. With the righteous that bringing you Biafra freedom, yet the no go linger. Because the righteous are bringing you this freedom, the wicked no go linger. With the righteous that bringing you Biafra freedom, say them no go linger. They can control the dragons, they will move you forward, and let them no go linger. Only the truth can set I and I free. Only the truth and nothing but the truth. And you keep ringing it like bell, because you know, say some people know they hear. Bam, 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 I just sent you something now, is a quotation of the Quran. I sent you something, a quotation, because if you read it and share it, it said that they shouldn't waver as long as they have the upper hand. They should not waver against their conquest agenda. That is what is happening. And now you mentioned those so-called politicians. You know, say they only choose criminals to represent us, quote unquote. You know, to represent us. They are not for our interest. None of them. Be it Ned Woko, that one will be say you see they play in selecting because if they a bit I think they they upfront. But I hear a comment where he make when they say they want Aniom. I think our prime minister sent him already a message because that one they come with his neckish. I saw somewhere where he had a an interview. He say if they say that he's Simon Ekpa that he's doing this, then let us negotiate with him. Is it if they say doesn't he have eye? If you not get eye, you know they hear, you know they see. What's in the warrior? And I pity some of our you get this guy what they call Deputy Jesus. If they work very well, if they for Igbo unification project, and that's really good for them. So, but he still they support. Like say, he gets hope for the nigger area. They support the Anioma. But I wrote him today. I mean, I responded to one of his video that we have Anioma states in Biafra map. So, and why are they still thinking that any good thing can come out of the Nigeria? So the thing we say, this one where they talk about, I mean, my brother, too many things to talk. Because this one where me are just singing now is all about the title. Say it's the righteous people. And righteous are upright people will be say, not be say, you mentioned a while ago, say those who believe in what we're doing. Not be believe. You have to know because it's very, very open. It's in the open. It is quite in the open. Say, if we don't do this in annihilation, you rightfully said it. They want to annihilate us, grab our land, and the brother when they talk about say they want a way to the sea. No, they want to grab the land. But when they talk about waterway and all those things, they are looking for a way to get themselves in the land, be it Uga or everything. They use what is it called? Animal husbandry or their cows and every cattle to use it as a reason. But it's no reason because the land is our land. And they have their agenda, and we know the agenda is to conquer and take the land and annihilate us, you know. So, and any person when they say if they go against this thing, my brothers, you said it, so none of them go survive. They don't feel survive them because I don't know how they want to deal with it because only when you look into the truth, you see that these people see the truth, and the truth is like light. And you know, if you see light, you go begin to go into darkness. This is why they're supposed to realize, say, there is no turning back for us. We are now forward when they go, we know they go back. Any person where they think say they want whether they go do anything, we change our mind. Now because they are too dumb. It's a pity. The kind of dumbness that one is oversized dumb because how you go see because we not be conceive them for our thought. Say we won't go back. How won't go back? Make people come annihilate us and take our land and all those things. So, and when they remove the history, from the Nigerian school curriculum. Now, because of all those things, now they don't want to make they see how, because if you tell history, you go tell them how Fulani came come inside the land, how they have their conquest agenda, how they take conquer the Hausa, and then they reach Kuala and take a Lorraine and all those things. Then all that go they guide themselves. So this is why they remove all these things. And of course, our own, what thing they don't do us for not allowing them even to come inside our land. If they paint them well, this is why they hate us very well. So, my people, make una open una eye, shine una eye. Anyone will be saying never see, make you go look, go see. You get one thing, you get one sister, who will be say if they help people who know how to vote, if they help them for Biafra land. Now, one day, the landlord, one useless person like that, can't hear him. He can't tell them, he can't they give this woman with the children quit notice, make them come up for this thing. Now me I call the man, I tell the man, say, if you do this thing, now me say don't declare yourself enemy of Biafra. Because you know go say person will be say they you not commit any crime, you only show you say you be human being, say your voice counts. What do you want? Make you speak. Now you take even the terrorists, they threaten the person, make it come out with the children and all those things. So now, very soon, I think I have to give Biafrans the number of the man. Make Biafrans call the man and ask the man questions too. You know, I don't know because what are we going to do? How could people be like this? And I tried to reason with him. I asked the man, "Do you know what jihad is?" He said he doesn't know. I said, then why do you even talk about what you don't know? We are here to save you and save your generations. And you are here trying to be on because you are scared of the terrorists. It's just like what the Prime Minister said a while ago. They put fear when they tell you say Fulani, they use dagger and all those things. And nobody won't listen to the truth at all because you take fear. And the only chance where you have to survive is for you to resist them. Because if you say they already say your land belongs to them. And as this chapter, where 47, chapter 47 for Quran. Now it tell you say, make I read and make people hear them because you know say when we talk go to show them. He said, so do not waver and call for peace while you have the upper hand. Allah is with you, and He will not waste your effort. So I'm just reading it for people to know the mentality because they themselves will never come up to this point to show you this what they are doing. It's we who is exposing it, and this is the most important thing for them. Is the thing, and our brother when they talk say Islam no good. Islam is anti-life, is anti-Christ, is anti-anything way good. You know, so just call him the way it is. You know, it's a pity. You might have, you know, the thing we say the normal Muslims, or so-called moderate Muslims, their moral standard is high above the Quran and higher than that of their prophet. Because the thing what the prophet do, most of them not go do them. Many times, if I show a Muslim something where they for Quran, they go say what this is the Quran. They don't even know because they are just forced to get inside it and just carry it like that and say Allah don't reveal like that. They don't know. So my people, na serious thing, and as far those so-called governors and representatives, they will not say they don't represent us. They are very, very few number, like the Emmanuel Kano or whatever they call the deputy speaker. He is nobody. He cannot. Maybe if you are talking if these people, see, maybe it doesn't even go village. All of them are living in Abuja. How many of them goes home? They don't go home because they know that they're not speaking for the people, and they soil their hand in iniquity, serious iniquity. So, make a lot of other people speak because I stabbed the cheek.
Thank you very much. All right, Mile also, please grab the mic and give us your own submission.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Good morning
to
you all. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy for this.
The audio is very low.
Is it me or?
Okay. Yeah. Are you hearing me now? Am I audible?
Your audio is not perfect. Your audio is not perfect. Like you are casually speaking. You're not speaking directly to the mic.
Hello.
Go ahead. Let's see.
Hello.
Please go ahead now. Let's see if we can hear you.
He doesn't hear you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now.
You know why I want to contribute in this topic now is because of I saw what you posted there, the title. Mhm. You know, when we are talking about terrorism, everybody is seeing what is happening, the effort that Israel is making now within the environment in order for them not to spare even one. When Nigeria used their hand to kill their own countries and their country, in fact, people and they are looking at these leaders, what they call them, what is infiltrators call themselves leaders in different strategical positions. All these people are running the country on hyper chairs. I'm telling you the simple truth. None of them is a Christian. From the kings down to the highest seat in that country. None of them is a Christian. From Tinubu down to the local government chairman, okay, even the local government chairman. My brother, let me tell you, those people that are used to eat human beings, do you think that they will have mercy on human beings? Those people are human eaters, they are cannibals. How can they have pity on human beings? Let me tell you, this is as we are doing now. I know that there are some things that they were expecting us to do. Because if they don't want Nigeria to break, they would have listened to those who are speaking the truth to them. So they are hearing without covering face. Would even if somebody is listening to radio, somebody is listening to radio will pick one or two truths in the West that they are listening. Every day Nigeria continue going down. Every day Nigeria continue going down. Not only in that country, in different countries. And they were trying the way for them to kill people that come in this recent generation. That everybody eyes is open. Eh? And they will continue to do it in order for white people to those that are elected with to blame them, to blame the so-called Nigerians. How can they blame them when they have people that put their secretary in that book? I thank God for everything because as we are doing it, they play the show. Even as normal as we are, or as they are forced us to become crazy in different places, everybody has become crazy. So their children, I'm sorry for the thing that they are fighting us from those people because their children will be in exile forever. Mark my word. Except those who refuse to join their father's inheritance from what do we call it? That frustrated country because they are frustrated the country. How many of them how many of them is younger than Nigeria? Tinubu is older than Nigeria. What is his name? That Boko Haram is older than Nigeria. They are seeing somebody that is negotiating with the terrorists in the same country because it's their own brother. That's why they live in. Who is Sheikh Gumi to negotiate with the terrorists, a killer, known by country, and they allow him to be walking everywhere. Okay, now since all the while that you remember during the time of this Chetima when he was governor, and they found a terrorist in his house, no question, up till now, and they were looking at him. Even all this one that we're doing, those are our people that is in a strategical position. Their buildings supposed to be going down in different places. I think Soludo has come to speak Slimers out from his mouth. I promise Soludo, as I'm talking now, I promise him tomorrow or from now with their own shenanigans, let them go and close just one shop. If they want to test, let them test. Just one shop. One, not two. Let him close one shop in another state. Let him dance the dance that he has decided to beat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your submission. Mazu Chenna, please, let's hear your submission.
Yeah, Pastor Bam, good evening, my fellow Biafra. The rest of them, Pastor Bam, you thought about Paul Achebe earlier on from the beginning. One thing understand is that those people are confused people. Even that day that you are in your program praising him, I know that that guy can never change. You know, one thing is that
you know what he did when you come out and say that they have done something good, instead of you to maintain that lane of something good, you come back. I'm telling you, the next day I was listening to him I spoke about him on Friday, how he was speaking as if that maybe revival have come to him. The next day, Saturday, you need to see what was saying. Just see what was saying about the prime minister. He was saying,
you know why?
He's a 419. He's somebody that promised will get you Biafra. He have an army without barrack. Can you imagine what he said? We have army without barrack. He was just talking bullshit.
But you know why? Because the reason is because those people that is doing their bid, when they go together, you remember that this same Paul Achebe was the one that said that if our leader did not obey Chicken Edozioha and their group, that he should remain in DSS dungeon.
That they should draw a red line for Mazin Namdekam.
You know that thing is after their meeting. They went for a meeting and they caused it inside their meeting before he come out and say something like that.
But did he forget that he ever made that statement that they should draw a red line for Mazin Namdekam?
They are confused people. You know, they will not know what they said until the thing begin work against them. So if him is saying that the prime minister have a military without barrack, that means he's talking about that our leader when he formed that Eastern Security Network that don't have a barrack, to show you that they are not with our leader from the beginning. So my brother Rastaman, he talked about somebody that you said that he drank one of our sister from his home. That man number to be public. We need the number to bombard the man, to call him. In fact, that man has to leave Biafra land. He has to leave Biafra land because that is not his place. For him to ask our sister to leave his own compound because he's doing the right thing. He's saving the man and his children. For the man to not be slave forever and ever, but the man is using Zoo to threaten him. Please, we need that man number. Pastor Baba, you might like good night, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, if the man refuses to do the needful, I think Rastaman knows what to do. Thank you so much, Uchenna. Mazi Ilabuchi, Alex, please grab the mic.
Yes, so. Bam 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 bam. The most rugged pastor. God bless you all. Good evening, Umuchineke. I want to thank everyone. And for adding another 1 year in my life.
Wow,
today.
happy birthday. Wow.
Yeah. So
happy birthday. Birthday greetings and blessings.
Amen, Rastaman. Thank you, bro. I've been listening from when Achabe was vomiting and all the rest. I don't see them talking.
I see them vomiting. Am I coming out?
It's low. Your voice is suddenly low.
Hello?
Your voice have gone down.
Out?
No, you're not coming out. You're
it's
muted.
very low.
Unmute yourself. You're muted. Oh, the thing has knocked him out. You know, I don't understand why this time around when Asena Girigiri Wugweze, you see how these people are uniting. The Fulanis are uniting very seriously. They are loading money, bringing more people to come. Fulanis are coming from the Sahel to come and join the ones that are here. They are increasing their numbers. And you see someone that is a threat to the zoo. The only person that is endangering them. You are the same person that said that he's the one that had the intel. That the reason why the DOS said that you should not listen to him is so that we will not get intel. Then suddenly you begin to call him all these names. You want to say something, Rastaman?
What did I want to say? These guys, these ones where they do all these things, I just pity. I don't know exactly what I wanted to say before, but I will get to it. But one thing is that I just pity those where they follow them, because these ones, they actually know what thing they do. But those where me I they pity, now those where we say they just look up to them, we know they engage their own common sense. Now them me they pity, because we you know see what happened for UK, you know see as our people turn out. So we did now with the majority. My brother, 50 million and counting, is they loud. It is definitely loud. 50 million and counting. So
look at Biafras putting away the fear and coming out in Lagos State to come out.
You know, see
for referendum in Lagos State.
So these ones will be saying they do all these things. They know they it gets one point, but make you let somebody talk. I have to recollect what I've been want to talk. The way I've been want to
take recollect it. Let's have our brother back. Mazi Labuchi, please, you are back. Grab the mic, Mazi.
Because when you were on a network,
yeah,
and I'm loser.
Okay.
So I need a chineke for everything. As in Ihabanaka, when you are putting up a wristwatch or a band in your hand, you don't need mirror to look at it. Our PM is doing amazingly, fantastically well. And the whole world is seeing it, they play in a show. So, like yesterday, I was having a conversation with somebody whom I never knew that is a Zama sympathizer, happens to be an old friend. So he made a statement of which I washed him off immediately, and I asked him, now you are abroad, how will you feel that one day they call you on phone that all your village are in IDP camp now?
He
kept quiet. This is what Obato Obie, Ezabata, Nobi, one of Biafra land. This is what God have used him to do for us. The people in Benue State even pray that God, they wish that God can give them someone like Simon Eba and the Mazen and the Kanu. The problem we, the Biafrans, have is that we don't value what we have, what God has given to us. Look at the so-called Fulanis uniting together to support the evils their brothers are doing.
Yes.
The kind deed of our own brothers is what we are getting after. So, Shineke.
Your mic has gone off. Your mic has gone off.
It's audible, but very low.
Very low.
Nobody should shiver. God is
your voice is very, very low.
And he will see us through. And
he's not even hearing us.
That is the network.
One of Biafra land. Because you only
if what you are doing is not yielding fruit, you have no enemies. I said it last time that if you are in good terms with almost everyone around you, that means you are compromising somewhere. You can't make it. So and the old simmering mangura hana to ezigboto ụtọ ka ọ na-abụ anyị na-abata skuul mgbe aha anyị achịrị osisi gbaa around na-amụ okwute mochara chachalacha. Biafra is already here. For those who are bringing Fulani to our land, I don't have anything to say until after 2nd of December. And I go to a big plasma. Do not be discouraged because Biafra is here.
You say.
My brother, I want to just say something before I go out, Pastor Wambama. My brother, see, we the Biafran people value what we have. Look at the majority of people that support the Prime Minister for what he's doing. So that statement it goes to those people that don't want freedom, those people that call themselves politicians, those people who say they be intellectuals. So we value what we have. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's very correct. Ayole, you're welcome. Mazi Ayochuku, please grab the microphone.
Okay.
Otundi Etinola. You guys did wonderfully well yesterday. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you, Pastor Bam Bam Bam. I want to use this opportunity to thank you too for the wonderful job you did yesterday. Rastaman, I always salute. What a figuana,
my brother.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what a figuana. When I was little, reggae was one of my favorite songs. Magic Shake and some of them. I really appreciate anytime I see a Rasta man. Me too. I'm a Rasta man, even though I don't have dread. Pastor Bam Bam Bam. You see, greeting Biafrans. You see, Pastor Bam Bam Bam. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised what you are seeing, because our leader Mazin Nandekano, he made it clear to us that we understand the mission we are embarking on. He made it clear that there is chaffs and there is wheat. Some of these people you are seeing, like Paul Achebe, like all those people that are not reasoning, they are the chaffs. They are the chaffs. So we have to expect we have to expect something like that. But that will not stop us from what we are doing, because if you look back since after the kidnapping of our leader Martin Nandekan, how the zoo was ignoring our PM. How everybody was trying to ignore our PM, downplay our PM as if let's leave him there, let him start, But today, the case is different, and they can see it. They can see it. So the only thing I can tell Biafrans is we must maintain our resoluteness and keep our consistency, remain focused, keep our eyes on the rising sun, because God has given us someone like our leader Mazin Nandekan and our Prime Minister. In fact, we are blessed. You must know that we are the children of light. We are the Umu Chineke. That is why a time like this, we find ourselves in this kind of situation. Think about it. What about, because if you can remember, since after the Civil War, what the Fulanis have been doing, all their plan for the past 60 years, or 50 years, what led to the Biafran War is what you are seeing now.
Exactly.
What led to the Biafran War is what you are seeing now. So they have been planning all these things. They have this thing in mind. All their target is how to dip their Quran inside the ocean. So they've been working towards that. But at the time they're about to complete their mission, everything fought by our leader. Because we are blessed. What about if there is nothing like Biafran government in exile? What would have been our position now in Nigeria?
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So we must keep our eyes on the rising sun. We must focus. We must ignore those people, because they are the chaps. So that when Biafra come, we have to have a story. Biafra will come and we will have a story of Achebe. We have a story of all those, because I call them chaps. I call them, they are the miscreants.
Yes.
I don't even listen to them. I don't even see whatever they do. What I'm seeing is Biafra, because my own Biafra is, I'm holding Biafra hand with one hand, and I'm holding what is called Obri, Oshishi, with one hand. It's all about my freedom. So it's about my freedom. So we should just ignore those people and focus. Because if you I understand, we have to talk about what they are doing, because they don't have shame. If they have shame, they should ask themselves, how come they're still talking about US, talking about leadership, when the lawyer of Mazi Adekano is not communicating with US? I mean, it's a common sense. If you have a common sense, this is the question is ask yourself. The lawyer that was working with Mazen Nandikan has been sacked by Mazen Nandikan, your leader. And the barrister that is working with Mazen Nandikan is not communicating with you people. He's communicating with the people you call criminal, you call it Berima. I mean, that makes me don't even wanna them with any atom of my eye, because I see them like I know. Thank you, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Thank you for the wonderful job you are doing.
It's a total waste of time, talking about them. Honestly, it's a waste of time. I shouldn't waste that time.
It's not complete. It is not completely waste of time, because when, as a prime minister said, anywhere where they talk, because the beautiful thing is that we carry the right thing. So they say, you gotta go. When somebody won't go criticize any person who gets common sense, and they begin to bash a prime minister, the person go say, make I go even see waiting, then they talk. And when he comes see him, you go see say the person, you go feel, the person go feel ashamed. I tell you many times when I look what they happen, I got shame say them be Biafra. But it's the only thing we say when I come look inside it, I can't say, even for our language, we have foolishness, we have a fulefu, we have to identify them when we see them. And we have people who be saying they think we represent our interests, we see them. So anything what they do is just for us, And now Bam 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 just brought the matter up again. We look into it, we see how they contradict themselves. If he assure us and prove for us, say, we know the shake, we they fine. You never ask yourself, why is it that none of them make interactive sections where people can come on like this and speak? Because now, if they follow the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu creates chance for, we get time when we say, if we did Radio Biafra, you don't even want any pro Biafra to call. You say only the zoo. That's when we say get something against, now then we want alone. If they vex them, say they know they come. And if they enjoy each time they come, who does the same thing? Our prime minister does it. So, and all these people will be saying that they go against it because they know the truth and they just going against it. So this is why they never make give such opportunity that people should interact with them, be it the chinchi, be it the bedbug and the chicken or a and mention their name. Even the one on to Nuru as our brother they call him. Even the comment section, if they block him completely. Because he knows if he open the comment section, majority go there against him. Only people who say they talk for him, now he go live there. So any person who gets this, he goes there. So another thing go show you, they know what they are doing. I don't even know if they open space. Most of the time, I don't go look for them because I say each time any real Biafran brings up their matter, then I'll use the opportunity to see them because I don't want to go and give them one view. This is my single one view. I don't want to go and give it, but I know any nonsense what they do. Either Remigius go bring them out, people go send that to Remigius, or somebody else go bring them. This is where I go carry my view, give. I don't go waste my precious time, give my super view to somebody. I don't say the no make sense, but when they bring it, somebody brings it, or just to display their stupidity. So go take them laugh and see say we they right, and this is why. Go see them do interactive sessions, neither from the radio or from I don't know if they have space at times. I've never seen them on space. Not at all. No, this what we are doing here. You don't see them. Because they know say they could get decimated. You could give them questions, bring topics, show them the steps of Nnamdi Kanu, what Nnamdi Kanu talk, and how then they contradict him. Then they're not going to stand now. That's it. That alone speaks a lot, speaks volume.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they will never come out on the space. But if you come out on the space, a lot of intelligent people are there to question you. Just like our PM will come and wait consistently for them to come and ask questions. Most of them, those that come and ask, the answer will just keep them dumbfounded. And those that are afraid of the truth, they don't ever come to ask. And I'm going to be concluding now. If you have a closing remark, give us and
okay, Pastor Bamba. And another thing is that you must know that some of those people you see, they are criminals. They don't have a clean. They
All
don't
of
have a
them, not
clean
some of
record.
them. All of them.
They don't have a. They don't have a criminal. They don't have a good record where they are. They have either one dent or they might have gone to prison. I'm telling you the truth.
Wow.
Many of them in Australia here, they have been to prison. They have criminal record. They can't even come out to speak bold about their freedom because they will be afraid. So the only thing, in fact, they don't even want Biafra. They don't want Biafra because they want to remain in Nigeria the way it is because they enjoy criminality. They can't compete. That is the most painful part of it. You may see them as Igbo people, but they don't have the ability to compete.
Wow.
As a Biafran. They are all criminals. You know, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know about the people in Europe, but most of these people in Australia here, they are criminals. They like to reap where they did not sow. Some of them, what they do here is they open up a Igbo group. And when they open up Igbo group, they will be using the Igbo group organization to be writing to the government, to be getting a stipend from government and sharing it without even benefiting the community. They use the community to get the stipend. So that's why I'm saying. Yeah, it's good to talk about them sometimes, but we must remain focused. We must keep our eyes on the rising sun. We must put our eyes on the rising sun because God has given us. God loves us. Chukwukaban loves us. That's why at a time like this, our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and our PM Simon Ekpa emerged. Thank you, Pastor Bam Bam Bam.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. I don't know. Rastaman, do you have a closing remark? I want to close because I've been here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Rastaman, just in a minute.
Yeah. Okay. My people. They say, as our brother said a while ago, waiting they wear for risk. They don't take me to the lookout. So, and they say these people, the way they know they look for interactive session is because they are, I mean, as our brother said a while ago now, these people, their way of thinking is very crooked. And what it takes to come and sit down and stand for what is right is a different mindset. That is a straight way of thinking, and that is a righteous way of thinking. You know, I was just commenting on a brother that was talking about there was a masquerade from our side. He mentioned something and talk about his father, the dead father as saint. Now me, I tell him, say, saint has nothing to do with the dead. It's upright person. When they do writing, they do writing. That is it. It's for the living and the living, not the dead. You know, so my people, all these people who are doing this writing, they are saints. Because they see the pressure, they see the threat of the terrorists, but their conscience guides them to say the right thing and do the right thing, and they stand with the right thing. That is what a saint is. You know, it's for the living and the living alone. You know, and the record you keep, this is what people will be remembering about you as time goes on. You know, so I will send you the number of that man. Maybe soon the Biafra should just call him and ask him question. You know what I mean? So yeah, I will keep it like this. Yeah. Bless the Lord.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Mazu Chen, are you there with us? Do you want to say something?
Pastor Bam Bam Bam, yeah. Rastaman, when you give him the number, Pastor Bam Bam Bam, I will need the number. And Biafra, remain focused. Biafra is here. Nobody can stop this movement. Whether if they like, they can criticize our Prime Minister. But my warning to them is that anybody that I will lay my hand on, he will collect. If I catch that Paul Achebe, I think he's in Italy. Any day that I will, he will collect. That one not be saying I'm out. Make him pray. Make me with a not just charm. Because anybody, talk to anybody that stand for this freedom that we need now. I'm not using good eye to watch that very person because we need this very freedom. We can't be alive and those nomadic people will take over our village. I yield my mic. Ebo, good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ayochuku. Thank you, everyone.
Sorry, Pastor Bam Bam Bam. Just this our brother. Just say something that catch my just catch me. You see,
go ahead.
See, I like what that my brother said. Because, like I said before, my own freedom, my own Biafra, the way I'm fighting my Biafra is, I'm holding Biafran hand, I'm holding Biafran flag in my left hand, and I'm holding Opiri my right hand. You understand? So that is why, like here in Australia, you don't see anybody coming to talk rubbish.
Wow.
I can tell you truth. They can hide under WhatsApp group, be sending all their WhatsApp group. But if you come out on social media and I see you, I will locate you anywhere you are. And I will fix you up. Me and you will fix ourselves. It doesn't matter what happened. That is, I'm telling you the truth. The only thing they do is they hide under the WhatsApp group. So I'm using this opportunity to tell Biafrans, to encourage my brother. Go about it, brother. Anywhere you see them, if it's enough, anywhere you see them, fix them up. Because I can tell you the truth, they will not do anything. They are criminal. They are too scared. They are even scared of Undieke. They're scared of Undieke. I'm telling you the truth. Thank you, Pastor Bam Bam Bam.
Thank you so much.
So that I will add one thing also, because say how I interpret what you said now. You arm yourself, because we don't want to make anybody touch our reputation. Because what they fear much is the truth. The point where we say go make, if na video, you go catch the person, ask them question, make just like you confronted the 75,000 teeth and all those things. That's the thing, because if now them the people will be say they know with violence, and say no be our way, so to expose them, to show Biafrans, we go use it and stand, and because we don't want any of those foolish people to bring us mess up our reputation, because don't be so with the road. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that is the most dangerous weapon.
No, Rasta, no, I disagree with you on this, because the reason why I disagree with you on this is they are not. I disagree with you on this, because they are not different. They are not from different tribes. These are our brothers. These are our speaking brothers. These are our Igbo brothers. These are chaps. So we need to, because don't forget, our job, our duty on this Biafra is to reshaping the thinking of a black man. Is to reshape their brain, their thinking. So sometimes they need something like that, But like you said, yes, it's not violence. I'm not talking about physical violence, but I'm talking about, it doesn't matter how you see it, but you have to be smart in whatever you do.
My brother, I got to have
Thank you very much, Umuchineke. Thank you, lovers of freedom. We'll leave it here. Remember that we are righteous because Biafra made us righteous. If you do not support this moving train to get out of the zoo, I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, you will never survive the wickedness of Nigeria. Nigeria get boogie. Nigeria get league. Nigeria get Yanoge. And Biafra will not come for your salvation. So if you want to be saved, the only redemption you have is by supporting those you know. There is nobody that will deny that you don't know that the only person that is fighting for Biafra freedom now, that has kept Masinam Kana alive, is the Prime Minister. You know it. And you open your mouth and you call him names, then you have called yourself names and you will never survive it. I yield my mic. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Pastor Van Van Van.
You don't say to mama, you don't read. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set my name they can free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwuki Biafra bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman down for Dio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwokika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories. These reckless Fulanis. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle State every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwokika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists, like the man called Shegumi, terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dixinabemi, terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Batami, terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorist. They stop the people from farming, terrorist. Abu Bakr Malami, terrorist. Mainstream media swami, terrorist. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafra's fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless. Chukwokika Biama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, run them out of Oduduwa land, one day, run them out now, yo. Divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away, Biafra. Black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus Garvey way. Biafra.